86, number 0381, tape April 20th, 1978, playback to be announced. Take one. God bless us all, said Tiny Tim.
This is stage, screen, and TV star Nanette Fabray and her husband, Randy McDougall. This is Joyce Rey and her husband, the playboy of the flying nun, Alejandro Rey. This is Jackie Davidson and her husband, singing star John Davidson. This is the flying nun, Sally Field, and her husband, Steve Craig. These four celebrity couples are here to play He Said, She Said. And now, here's the star of He Said, She Said, Joe Garagiola.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Wow, what did you do to him, John? Oh, wonderful. And the ladies, doesn't that make you feel good? Huh?
Fabulous.
What a way to start.
Loved and wanted.
Yeah, loved and wanted, right. Well, good. Now, in the next half hour, though, we're going to see if your husbands can recognize you by the stories you're going to tell us about your married lives. Your husbands are backstage. They can only hear us when we want them to like this. Fellas, would you please press your buttons? Good. How you doing back there?
Fine, Joe.
Fine, Joe. Okay, all right. Now, when you do that, we see you on the screen, and from now on, anytime you want to talk, please press that button. Each of you is playing for a different married couple in our studio audience, and the winner will get a week's stay at a Holiday Inn. I'm going to cut you off now, fellas. I'll talk to you a little bit later. Bye-bye. Okay, ladies, I'm going to give you a topic. I want you to come up with an association so personal when your husband hears it, knows it was you. Clues, 1 or 2 words. First topic. Your reaction the very first time you set eyes on him. Look at here. All right, Nanette. Your reaction to the very first time you set eyes on him.
I thought he was still married. And my first reaction was that this was a very attractive man, but he was off limits. And then I found out that he wasn't married, and he took on a whole new look to me, available. He was available.
So what's going to be your clue?
Well, now wait, now let me think. It'd have to be something that he would know. Available unmarried, I'd have to say, maybe.
Available unmarried.
Right.
Okay, we've got your response. Your reaction the very first time you set eyes on him, Joyce.
Well, I really didn't notice him too much at first. And I'm not too sure how to word that in 2 words, but when we first met, you know, I said, hello, how are you? We had a nice little chat on the airplane. And then later we went out. I accepted the date on someone else's recommendation. And when I saw him that night, he looked so fantastic. I couldn't figure out why I didn't think he looked great on the plane when I met him. But later that night, he looked terrific. So maybe I should say my first reaction was fabulous later.
Fabulous later?
Yeah.
Fabulous later, all right, very good. Okay, we've got your response. Sally Field, your reaction the very first time you set eyes on him.
Well, I think my first reaction was fear.
Fear?
Yes. Because I was in high school at the time, and I was a 10th grader in high school, and he was a senior in high school, and he was the big crowd. There were like 3 boys that went around together, and they just had a fantastic reputation, which was terrible, but you know, it was good then, you know, and all the girls would tell me all about them to stay away from. They were really notorious. And so he came up to me at a football game and started talking to me and kind of carrying me around by the arm, and I was afraid.
So fear is your response. Okay,
Yep.
We've got 3 of them. Let's go backstage and see what happens. Hello there, backstage.
Hi, Joe.
Okay, now remember to press your button as soon as you recognize your wife. We said her reaction the very first time she set eyes on you. And she said, fear. Steve Craig, you pressed that button like you were afraid.
No, Sally said that because we were the frightening threesome in high school. There was 3 of us, and we had quite a reputation for frightening the young girls.
Was that reputation on merit or just bad people talking about good guys.
No merit.
That's what she said. We're going to give you 25 points. Okay. Wow, all right. We said her reaction the very first time she set eyes on you, and she said available unmarried. Available unmarried. Whoa, we got two of them on our screen. Let's see who was first. Alejandro Rey.
Well, it might be her because I realized when I walked into that plane, the first thing she did was to look at me and grab me and kiss me. And I know she had been told before that I was unmarried, but I know I didn't say it, but I wanted to talk to you, Joe. Hi.
It wasn't Joyce who said that. I'll have to take 10 points from you.
Thank you.
Randy McDougall, we thought you would recognize that. We have to take 10 points from you. You didn't recognize that, huh?
No, I remember, but I remember what I said to you.
What, dear?
I said you've come back to me.
That's right.
And you'd never met me before, and that kept you interested in me for months.
I wish you had said that. This way I have to take 10 from you, Randy.
Sorry about that.
Well, we'll try next time. We said her reaction the very first time she set eyes on you, and she said fabulous later. Fabulous later. Alejandro Rey.
Well, I imagine it might be her, might be she. She, right?
She.
Yeah.
It's she.
It may be she because in the beginning she really didn't pay attention to me. I was lying before. I'm sorry about that. And so I was working very hard trying to get a date with her, and she kind of doubted. And finally she said yes, so I imagine she was thinking fabulous later.
That's what she said. We're going to give you 25 points. Who is it? Who was that was pressing?
Hey!
Well, okay, who is that, John?
Yes, I didn't want to lose 10 points. I was afraid that maybe that might have been me, but that's great. Alejandro, congratulations.
Thank you.
Why did you press?
Well, because when I first met my wife, I met her on a summer show, and I didn't date her right away. I mean, we just got to know each other, and I'll never forget the first thing she said to me. We were playing guitar at the time, and she said, "Your G-string is a little low."
Okay, John, more of he said, she said in just a moment right now, this message.
Oh, dear.
Headache, pain, fatigue, stress, nerves. Pain grows. Its tension builds until...
Oh, no.
Your head really hurts. Fatigue, stress, nerves. Yes, there can be more to a headache than just pain. Anacin has more of the pain reliever doctors recommend most. That's right. Although the other leading extra-strength tablets contain additional pain relievers, 2 Anacin contain more of this specific ingredient than 4 of the other extra-strength tablets. While 2 of the other is the recommended dosage, 2 Anacin contain more of the pain reliever doctors recommend most than is contained in 4 of the other extra-strength tablets. For fast, strong pain relief, reach for Anacin.
This man has a bad cold, congestion deep in sinuses, breathing's blocked. Use Dristan Nasal Mist for deep, direct sinus relief without pills. First, Dristan Mist helps clear nasal passages. But Dristan does more. Dristan breaks through, helps drain Cole's congestion deep in sinuses. Now breathing is easier. For deep, direct sinus relief without pills, Dristan Nasal Mist.
What's wrong, dear?
Oh, Mom, I've had it with these awful warts. Easy, Carol. Warts are nothing to be ashamed of. They're caused by viruses, just like colds, and they're just as easy to take care of.
Yes, now there's Compound W to dissolve away common warts. Compound W penetrates fast, dissolves warts away in days, painlessly. No cutting or burning, no pain or scar. So to dissolve warts away, get Compound W.
If you would like to be a member of our studio audience, and we would really love that, it's pretty simple. You just write to He Said, She Said, Post Office Box 750, 30 Rockefeller Plaza, New York, New York, 10020. not only would you get to watch the show, you would have a chance to win a week's stay at a Holiday Inn, and then you'd watch me turn around and say to the ladies, the new topic I have for you is...
Oh, we get another one.
Yes. What you missed most about him when he's away. What you miss most about him when he's away.
But you can't say that on the air.
Okay, let's try Joyce. Her hand was up first.
Well, I have one you can say on the air. We're never apart, first of all, so this is speculation, pure speculation. We are together all the time. Sally knows. No, it's true. But one thing we do, which is just crazy, and that I would miss terribly if we were apart, is playing games. We play dominoes and checkers and Scrabble and you name it, we play it. We do. We love it.
I bet you love Sesame Street, too.
No, that...
What's going to be your clue?
Playing games.
Playing games, okay. We've got your response. Nanette, I can't wait to hear this. What do you miss most about him?
Well, I thought about it very carefully,
Okay.
and I would say, along with the fact that one just misses the love of their husband when they're gone, the man about the house and everything, I would say I miss his Scottish humor. He has a very dry wit, and I think his Scottish humor is what I
Scottish humor?
Mm-hmm.
Can we take that there, Mr. Producer? We can. Okay, Scottish humor. I think there's 2 T's in Scottish. I got a fellow back there as a dropout. He spells. Okay, let's see. Who was next here? Jackie.
Well, I think John is away most of the time, and when he is home, we have just great talks. And we love to get a bottle of Lancer's wine and just sit by the fire and just kind of just talk and go over things. And I think that my key word would just be
Mr. Wine.
Mr. Right. Because I don't drink when he's away.
No, really. What is your clue?
I would say, good talks. Good talks.
Good talks. You missed the good talks.
Good wine.
Good talks. All right. Sally, we only take 3 answers.
Good.
He's so anxious there. If you want to tell us, we'd be happy to listen.
No.
No, okay. All right. Let's go backstage. Hello, fellas. Y'all set?
Yeah.
All right. Now, press your button as soon as you recognize your wife. We said, what you miss most about him when he's away. And she said, playing games. Alejandro Rey.
Well, we all play games, though. Just a second, let me start all over again. I'm amazed that she said that because I'm away very seldom from her. But we all play games all the time. We play domino, we play... I always beat her, though, so I don't know why she misses me.
That's not true.
But she misses me.
That's what she said. We're going to give you 25 points. Okay. What you miss most about him when he's away? And she said, good talks. Good talks. Whoops, just made it. Steve Craig.
Well, let's say that because we talk so much when we're alone, because both of us are kind of quiet outside, she misses the good talks.
Steve?
That's about what I've got.
Well, it wasn't Sally who said that, Steve. I have to take 10 points from you.
Oh.
John Davidson. Darn. We thought you would get that.
Well, I nearly pushed my button, but I know why she said that. We have a lot of great talks. That sounds like
that.
It sounds like we don't do anything but talk when we're together, and that's not true.
Well, I have to take 10 points from you, John.
Oh, no.
Yes, okay, for not getting that. All right, we said what you miss most about him when he's away. She said Scottish humor. Randy McDougall.
That has to be me. I have a very caustic, bitter kind of humor, which she likes very much, except that she doesn't want me to use it.
That's what she told us, Randy. We're going to give you the 25 points. Very good. All right, now we've reached the halfway point in our game. It's time for you to change places with your wives. Would you come out on stage, please?
Promotional consideration furnished by National Airlines with nonstop service Miami to London. National says you're going to have a great flight.
Now let's meet the husbands.
And here they are. Here comes Steve Craig. The Craigs have 15 points. Next is John Davidson. The Davidsons have a -10. Here's Alejandro Rey. The Rays have 40 points. And Randy McDougall. The McDougalls have 15 points, Joe.
Okay, John. We're going to see how good the wives are at recognizing their husbands, but first I want you to listen to this fella. John Davidson does. You know, aches and pains can make you feel mean, and when your head hurts, you want relief now. So take Anacin. Compare Anacin to the well-known extra-strength tablets. Now, while they have other useful pain relievers, 2 Anacin contain twice as much of the one pain reliever doctors recommend most, and relief comes fast. Of the leading tablets, they're as strong as you can get in the specific pain reliever doctors recommend most. Extra-strength Anacin.
When you have a bad cold, stuffy, runny nose, red, watery eyes, choose the #1 nasal spray. Choose Dristan Nasal Mist. Dristan Nasal Mist has a special antihistamine other nasal sprays don't have. First, Dristan Mist helps dry, runny nose. Then, Dristan Mist shrinks swollen membranes. Even watery eyes improve and breathing's easier. Get the #1 spray, Dristan Nasal Mist, with a special antihistamine other nasal sprays don't have.
What's a nice girl like you doing in a place like this? Want to get out of that mess quick and easy? Use Easy Off, the oven cleaner with 33% more power cleaner than another leading brand. Easy Off removes the toughest grease. You just wipe it off. Works best in warm ovens or in cold ovens. Easy Off with 33% more power cleaner. Comes in aerosol can and paste jar.
Next time minor pains of arthritis knock you out of circulation, hurry back into circulation with the stimulating rub, Infrarub. Wherever you rub it, Infrarub actually stimulates circulation deep inside the skin. Stimulates the flow of warming, soothing blood to relieve minor arthritis pain and its stiffness for hours. So get back into circulation. Get the stimulating rub, Infrarub.
On stage we have with us Steve Craig. And the Craigs have 15 points. This is John Davidson, and the Davidsons have -10. Here is Alejandro Rey, and the Rays have 40 points. Woo! This is Randy McDougall, and the McDougalls have 15 points. There they are. Okay, now, your wives are backstage, and remember, each playing for a different married couple in our studio audience, and the winner's prize is a week's stay at a Holiday Inn. But, John, before we go back, you're going to be at the Waldorf at the Empire Room.
Yes, I'm very excited about it. I think I'm in my 3rd week now.
Beautiful.
When this show airs.
Beautiful. Okay. Anything else you want to add?
No, not a thing. Come to the Waldorf.
Come to the Waldorf and listen to you. Right, good idea. Right now I want to find out more about you, though. The topic. I love that mustache, Alejandro.
Thank you, Joe.
It looks nice. How come you got so much hair and I got so little?
I don't know, maybe because you're a foreigner.
I'm the foreigner, right?
Yeah, of course.
You talk like your boat's coming next Tuesday and I'm the foreigner. Okay. All right, new topic. A time she screamed. A time she screamed. Alejandro.
Well, the only time she screamed was once I got very mad at her, and it was a silly thing because of a laundry bill.
A laundry bill?
Yeah, it was only $300 for 2 weeks. And I'm very persnickety about those things. So I got mad, and she, for the only time since we are married, she got mad. So I will say laundry bills.
What did you send? It cost $300 for a week.
She did, I don't know. Everything.
Everything?
Everything, the car.
Okay, laundry bill. We've got your response. Let's see who was next here. Randy, a time she screamed.
The time I remember best is when she screamed at me. And I was working very hard on some picture or other. I think it was Cleopatra. And she wanted to discuss a family situation, and I told her I didn't have time for that kind of discussion, and would she please get out of my den. I had work to do. And she went out very politely, but a few seconds later, she opened the door and threw a bowl in at me while she was screaming. And she didn't know that she'd hit me on the leg, and I never told her. I didn't want her to have the satisfaction.
No.
So I'd say the bowl.
Through bowl?
It was a coral bowl that she loved very much.
Is that your clue?
Yes.
Coral bowl. All right. Coral bowl. John Davidson, a time she screamed.
Do you mean screamed being mad or screamed with delight?
Screamed any kind.
Oh,
Delight, mad.
When we get mad at each other, we get very, very down like this and very, like that. We don't scream. But she screamed with, every time I give her a gift, I guess maybe all wives do this. They scream. Say, oh, like that. It's sort of like that, Joe. And the latest thing that, that I gave her was that we're in Arabian horses now. We're starting to breed Arabian horses, and we just bought 4 new little fillies. And she screamed when she saw the fillies.
So what's going to be your clue?
Fillies?
Phillies? Philadelphia Phillies.
And she'll think I'm talking about cigars.
All right, Phillies. Okay, we've got the 3 responses. Let's go backstage and see what happens. Hello, girls. Y'all set back there? All right. Now, remember to press your button when you recognize your husband, okay?
Okay.
We said a time she screamed. And when we said a time she screamed, he said laundry bill. Laundry bill. Joyce Ray.
Well, yes, my husband, I like to send clothes to the cleaners. And I guess maybe I send...
Whether they are clean or not.
Yeah, well, I have a thing about it, and my cleaning bills have, the cleaners I've always gone to, the various ones, have loved me because I've been their sole supporter. I really have a huge bill every month. And finally, my husband discovered it after 10 months of marriage, and he told me that I should economize in the cleaning category.
That's what he told us. We're going to give you the 25 points. Man. We said a time she screamed. And when we said a time she screamed, he said coral bowl. Coral. Nanette Fabray.
I didn't tell him everything.
Okay. Well, Randy has a very, very cool, even temper. And I'm French and Irish, and mostly Irish, and I blow up all the time. And this was one of the things that we had an argument, and I got very angry, and he picked me up by the ear and marched me out of the room and shut the door. And I was so furious that I took up my favorite coral-colored bowl, and I threw it at the door, and it didn't break, and that made me twice as mad. So I went all the way around into another room, and I opened another door, and I threw it in and shut the door real fast. And I didn't know till years later that I'd got him.
That's what he said, Nanette. We're going to give you the 25 points. Very good. We said a time she screamed, and he said Phillies. Jackie Davidson.
Oh, I know that must be John, and that must be about our horses. We just bought 4 new Arabian fillies that we're going to be showing because we raise Arabians, and they're coming this week.
That's what he said. We're going to give you the 25 points. Just like you said. I'm only going to take 2 responses this time. Only 2 of you. Get your hands up quickly now. Pets. P-E-T-S. Pets. Okay, let's see. Alejandro.
Well, we have the most fantastic little puppy at home. And every time we travel, we have a tremendous problem to whom we don't want to send it to a kennel. So we always get a different person to take care of the puppy. And Joyce gets to New York, and the first thing she does is to call and try to talk to the dog. And the dog doesn't answer the phone, but she finds out he is. So I will say white puppy.
Wild puppy.
White
puppy.
White
puppy. White puppy. Okay. Randy.
We have all kinds of pets. We have rabbits, chickens, a snake, dogs, cats. But what I would use as a clue is chicken child.
Chicken child?
A little baby chicken hatched out and fell out of the nest, and the mother wouldn't take care of it. It was only a few hours old. So Nan took it into the house and fed it every 2 hours. And the chicken finally is now like a little dog. It follows her around.
Follows her around.
And she clucks at it and cuts, she cuts worms in half for it. So that's the chicken child.
Chicken child. Okay, let's go backstage and see what happens. Girls, you all set back there?
Yes.
Press your button now when you recognize your husband. We said pets, and when we said pets, he said white puppy. Joyce Ray. Sally, you got beat. Joyce Ray was first.
Well, we have the cutest white puppy. He's almost a year old now, so he's not a puppy really anymore. But we go away, and I look at all the dogs and pet them, and I miss my little puppy so much. His name is Tarufi, and he's the cutest dog you ever saw.
That's what he said. We're going to give you the 25 points. Very good, Joyce. We said pets. He said chicken child. Nanette Fabray.
That can only be me. We have all kinds of pets. We have dogs and fish and rabbits and birds and cats, but we also have chickens and little bantam chickens. And it's too long to go into how this chicken was abandoned by its mother.
Nanette, I'm going to stop you because Randy told us, and I'm going to give you the 25 points. Very good. Okay, now it's time to get our final scores, meet our big winners, but first, this message.
It's time for a change. Time to get away from it all. To be together, enjoying each other, the way it all began, in a magic holiday mood. Today, choose from more than 1,200 different Holiday Inns everywhere. Call for free reservations by exclusive Holodex computer. Go with the goers. Do the Inn thing.
In the arsenal of weapons used to fight the Cold War, there's better ammunition. Dristan, fast-acting capsules. You may not know it, but there is a difference in what's in cold capsules and in the way they work. 769 doctors compared the Dristan formula with that of the other leading capsule. The doctors preferred the Dristan formula, 2 to 1. Win the Cold War fast with Dristan capsules.
Here's the fastest relief known for bronchial asthma attacks. Restores free breathing in as little as 15 seconds. It's Primatene Mist. Or, if you wish, to keep breathing freely for hours, take Primatene tablets. In the lungs, Primatene opens clogged breathing tubes, relaxes bronchial spasms, restores free breathing in and out. That's Primatene Mist, the fastest relief known, or Primatene tablets, with the asthma relievers doctors prescribe most.
Which is best to stop bad breath? Mouthwash or sudden action mouth spray? It's sudden action. Why? It's a medical fact that minutes after using mouthwash, bad breath can come back. But sudden action can stop bad breath all day, if you carry it with you and use it when you need it. Which is best to stop bad breath? Carry sudden action. Use sudden action all day when you need it to stop bad breath.
Our couples are all together. Johnny, who's the winning couple?
Joe with 90 points. The winners are the Rays.
Alejandro, in front of you, you have a card. Would you please read the name on the card?
Yes, it's Mr. and Mrs. Harold Kearney from New Sharon, Maine.
There they are, and congratulations. Today, there are more than 1,200 Holiday Inns everywhere. If you're planning a trip, go with the goers to the Holiday Inn.
Time just to tell you the name of the show. He Said, She Said, and my name, Joe Garagiola. Bye.
This is Johnny Olson speaking for He Said, She Said, a Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production.